with adding additional time where needed. The time now is 12:08 on Friday the 4th of December 2020. This with the 12:12 East Midlands Railway service from Leicester to Lincoln Central. Not yet arrived in the Hykeham station. Moving down as he's passed the signal outside of Wisby Garden Centre. Booton's down as well. If we check his planned departure time, is at 12:10. He won't pass us for at least another 2 minutes anyway, because there's about a minute or two between us and Hykeham station. Then another 3 minutes, give or take, up to Booton. So they'll be down for around 5 minutes for this train on its own. And of course, those are in preparation for our next train that I can get all the signs without stumbling through traffic. Train should only just be leaving Hykeham now, and we've already been going over 2 minutes. There's the next train outside of Collingham at the moment, okay. There's one of it coming around from Hykeham, which we'll see again in about 30 odd minutes on his return back up towards Nottingham. Right, again, the train is yet to approach Hykeham station. The time is 12:22. This will be the 12:20 DB cargo service from Stapleford and Sandy Acre to Toton Traction Maintenance Depot. Also, we're staying down for a second train. I've got route lines for train number 2, but train number 2 is about 9 minutes away. The way we're going, we're stopping from there's the train we're waiting for, near Thorpe on the Hill, not you past Wisby. But we're down for him. The aspects are behind, but that's what we're down for, is him. And then we look to be staying for this train that's still back at Lincoln Central, give or take 9 minutes away. Booton's staying for him. Let's just watch the map before this train approaches, see what actually happens. Are we staying for a train that's ever so far away? What's happening? This latency won't sort itself out till this line's re-signalled in 2 years' time. There we are, we're staying for a train that's over 10 minutes away. So once again, the time now is 12:23. This will be the 12:20 DB cargo service from Stapleford in Sandy Acre to Toton, and the 12:30 East Midlands Railway service from Grimsby Town to Newark Northgate. Only just departing Lincoln Central, approximately 7 minutes away. So let's check again. I would put the barriers down here for a train from Booton at Booton Junction, not when he's just leaving the last calling point. But that's what we do when we're here for the next 7 or 8 minutes. If we were to throw the line back, we'd still be doing for an additional 4 minutes for the Route 2 then release. Let's just hope we're extremely lucky, and then once the Sandite's gone, we're not waiting for a third train who calls at Hykeham, who should probably be there in about 6 minutes time. There's 2 Tango 3, one's running behind because the Sandite's running behind. Who's ahead of him? So the would-be Grimsby train is 6 minutes behind, so he'll be here at about 12:30. We've got one train that's still about 4 or 5 minutes away, whilst we wait for the first one to appear, who should be roughly passing Hykeham station now. They agreed about them. Well, I track that way because we know that. We've been down for over 3 minutes. The second train, after the one we're waiting for, is about that length of time away. Very quick traffic check my side, not showing any vehicle specifically. It's right the way back to the traffic junction. And it's usually that at 15:50 hours, and then it takes about 10 minutes to clear traffic. Okay, train 1 of 2 is approaching at a slow speed. The next train after this one is still about 2 minutes away. The barriers are open for 4 minutes as this train approaches. 66114 I think. So whether we like it or not, there's another train coming. We're waiting for him to appear. I'm gonna move back till he's past Bootham. So why we're being put down before a train even approaches Hykeham station from that direction is beyond me. For any calling train, usually it's as it's about to depart the platform, and any passing train is once it's hit into the station berth. From Swinderby side, obviously. And that's barriers down for 5 minutes, trains 1 of 2. Yep, train after this one is currently at Swinderby, so we should have time to clear traffic, in theory. Because he's at Swinderby, he's easily about 5 minutes back. There was 3 between Hykeham and Thorpe on the Hill. Okay, I see train 2 in the very distance right now coming in from Bootham. And as train 2 now passes our protecting signal, the barriers have been down for over 6 minutes. For 2 trains. Any possible third is ages back, so hopefully we'll go up now. Great, 857. Thank you. There we go again then. The next train is easily 5 minutes away. He's not yet arrived into Hykeham station. He's a calling service. The time is 12:30. This is delayed 12:26. East Midlands Railway service from Newark Northgate to Lincoln Central. In simple terms, he's currently nowhere near. Yep, both crossings, us and Bootham, have been put down for him. Right now, he's just arriving into Hykeham, whilst we're already down. Either it's busy in the control centre, or someone just essentially wants to put us down before it's too late. And it ends up being 5-6 minutes early. So this train approaching Hykeham is 7 minutes late. They're not expecting him out for another 2 minutes yet. And just hopefully for the train after, who shouldn't be here for 10 minutes, that we're not put down 7 minutes early for him and we stay down after this train's gone. You know, I think over my, 9-10 years of doing this, I've not seen a crossing put down over 5 minutes before a train's arrived, at least in recent years. Of course, we had Lincolnshire many years ago when that was a road, be down for 11 minutes before a train arrived. But even then, nothing of later times, even more towards this day and age, it's not really occurred except for now. Like we're over 2 minutes now when the train would usually have passed at this point, but it's still a Hykeham platform, most likely loading passengers that are travelling for essential purposes. Because even though we've moved from national to tier 3, essential travel is still in place until we get down to tier 2. If we want it by December the 16th, we need to start mass testing and following all the rules, quickly. We've got 12 days to prove we want to drop level. If we don't, we stay in tier 3 through January. Which then there'll probably be another national because of the Christmas bobbles. Get on to the next side before I don't end up going there at all. That's the way we're heading. It's mass test before the 16th to show we want to drop down to number 2 to release the essential travel, the non-essential ban. Or we stay in it until further notice continually through the new year. It's that simple. Right, what's happening then? The next train after this one is ready to leave Lincoln Central. He's got the road as far as Bootham barriers. But I mean the protecting signal there, which is not far from the funeral home. It's literally right behind it. This takes forever. We're still currently just waiting for the one train and the barriers have been down for 4 minutes. I think he's finally approaching after 4 minutes. Let's get him gone before we end up staying down for the next train. 156-918. Okay, time is 12:36. This is with the 12:41 East Midlands Railway service from Lincoln Central to Leicester. Approaching Bootham Junction, so he's 4 minutes back easily. Because he's a Hykeham stopper, it'll obviously take longer than a fast train. But why all shots here so far have been so lengthy, I have no idea. I say it's either additional precaution in the signalling centre, or it's extremely busy and they don't want to clog the line up all of a sudden. By the way, there's no staying down. This connect straight after this one is 13:20. I got an email from Stagecoach Bus about Christmas travelling. We're not expecting to amend the services. Yeah, whatever, love. Because then, in the other hand, we've got Grant Shapps amending the King's Cross closure over Christmas. Wants to start it later and end it earlier, meaning less work can be done in that timescale to reopen a blocked tunnel. And then, we've now lost £1 billion from the railway grant. Which then means urgent work can't be done, because you probably won't be able to pay for it. Trace just past Boom, so he's about a minute or two away. Barriers are now being loaded for 3 minutes. The train decides to appear just over there at the closed Ballothill foot crossing. What other ones will close during re-signalling coming up is another story. With lengthy waits all round, thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow.